What if the Pentagon's UFO videos aren't a revelation, but a distraction? In 2020, they declassified footage of crafts defying physics, moving at impossible speeds, leaving pilots speechless. Why release this now? Are they admitting something or hiding more? Stick around as we unravel the Pentagon's UFO legacy, dissect these chilling clips, and question if this is truth or a smokescreen for something bigger. You'll see what they showed us and what they might not want you to know. Ready to dive into the unknown? What if the Pentagon's UFO videos aren't a confession, but a carefully staged distraction? Picture this. In 2020, the US government drops 3 grainy clips. FLIR, gimbal, go fast, showing objects slicing through the sky at speeds no human craft could match, twisting in ways that defy everything we know about physics. Pilots gasp over the radio, radar blips vanish, and suddenly, it's public. Why now? After decades of silence, why let us peek behind the curtain? Is this them saying, we don't know? Or a move to keep us looking the wrong way? Here's the thing. The Pentagon's tangled with UFOs before. Think secret programs, buried files, and whispers of things they can't explain. These videos? They're just the latest thread in a web stretching back years. So what's really going on? By the end of this, you'll get a front row seat to their UFO legacy, a breakdown of what those eerie clips show, and a hard look at whether this is truth slipping out or a smoke cloud hiding something bigger. We're not here to tell you what to believe. We're here to ask, what if the answers aren't in what they're showing, but in what they're not? Let's dig in. Let's rewind the clock. Long before those 2020 videos hit the internet, the Pentagon was already knee-deep in UFO mysteries. Only back then, they called them flying saucers. Take Project Blue Book. Launched in 1952, this was the US military's official stab at figuring out what was buzzing their skies. Over 12,000 sightings poured in, lights darting over bases, discs hovering near missile silos. Most got chalked up to weather balloons or swamp gas. But here's the kicker. 701 cases stayed unidentified. No explanation, no closure. So what were those pilots and radar techs seeing? Something mundane or something they couldn't admit? Fast forward to 2007. Whispers start swirling about ADIP, the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. Buried in the Pentagon's budget, this shadowy outfit hunted answers about unidentified aerial phenomena. They tracked crafts pulling moves no jet could dream of. Sudden stops, 90-degree turns, vanishing acts. ADIP's head, Luis Elizondo, later quit, claiming the government wasn't taking it seriously enough. Why shut down Blue Book decades ago, then quietly restart the chase? Were they spooked by what they found or covering tracks? Think about this. In 1947, Roswell happened. A weather balloon crashed, they said, but locals swore they saw bodies, metal that bent like rubber. The Pentagon swooped in, sealed it off, and the story morphed into legend. Coincidence? Maybe. But stack that against Blue Book's dead ends and ADIP's hush-hush files, and a pattern creeps up. Decades of sightings, investigations, and silence. What if these weren't one-off flukes? What if the Pentagon's been sitting on a puzzle they can't or won't solve? So when those 2020 videos dropped, they weren't the first chapter. They're a sequel to a story that's been unfolding for over 70 years. Next up, we'll zoom in on those clips, what they show, what they don't, and why they're raising more questions than answers. Could this be the same thread, just with better cameras? Now, let's get to the heart of it, the videos themselves. In April 2020, the Pentagon did something wild. They declassified 3 clips, captured by Navy pilots, and said, yeah, these are real. First up, the FLIR video from 2004. Off the coast of California, an F/A-18's infrared camera locks onto a tic-tac-shaped object. No wings, no exhaust, just a smooth blur hovering over the ocean. Then, bam, it shoots off at a speed that'd turn a human pilot to jelly. The radio crackles. Did you see that? One pilot yells, "It's gone," says another. Gone where? Next, the gimbal video 2015. Another jet, another coast, east this time. The screen shows a spinning, saucer-like shape, glowing against the clouds. It's rotating, a pilot shouts, voice tight with disbelief. The thing holds steady at 20,000 feet, then dips and weaves like it's mocking gravity. Radar pings it, but no one can tag it. Friend, foe, or something else? And then there's Go Fast, a speck rocketing over water, so quick the targeting system struggles to keep up. What the hell is that? The crew wonders aloud. Good question. These aren't blurry YouTube fakes. They're raw, straight from military tech. Grainy, sure, but packed with details that chill the spine. Objects hitting Mach speeds with no sonic boom. Sharp turns that'd snap a drone in half. No visible propulsion, just motion, pure and impossible. Pilots, trained to spot threats, sound rattled, not smug. So what are we looking at? Top secret human tech pushed beyond what we're told. Or something that doesn't play by our rules. Here's a twist to chew on. The Pentagon didn't leak these quietly. They stamped them official, waved them in our faces. Why show us crafts they can't explain? Or won't? Were they caught off guard by leaks? Forced to fess up? Or is this a breadcrumb trail leading us somewhere else? Stick around, because next, we'll wrestle with the big one. Is this a confession? Or a sleight of hand? So, the Pentagon hands us these videos, 3 glimpses of the impossible, and says, here you go. But why? After years of dodging UFO talk, why flip the script in 2020? Let's play this out. Option 1. It's a confession. Maybe they're admitting they're stumped. Crafts zipping through restricted airspace, outpacing their best jets, and they've got no clue. Picture the scene. Top brass huddled in a dim room, staring at screens, muttering, "We can't keep this quiet anymore." Sounds plausible, right? The pilot's shock feels real, the footage too crisp to fake. But hold on. Does that add up? The Pentagon's a machine of control. Secrets are their currency. From Roswell's gag orders to ADIP's black budgets, they've buried more than they've spilled. So option 2, distraction. What if these videos are a shiny toy dangled to keep us busy? Think about it, 2020 was chaos. Global tensions, pandemics, noise everywhere. Then, bam, UFOs hit the headlines. Coincidence? Or a magician's trick? Look here, not there? Some whisper about classified tech, drones or planes so advanced they'd blow our minds. Release old clips, call them unidentified, and dodge the real questions. Clever, if true. But there's a wrinkle. Around the same time, UFO sightings spiked worldwide. Triangles over Portugal, orbs in Japan. Pilots, civilians, even cops filing reports. And whistleblowers, like David Fravor, the FLIR pilot, won't shut up. He swears that Tic Tac wasn't ours. So, is this the Pentagon scrambling to get ahead of a leak? Or testing us, seeing how we react? Here's a hook to gnaw on. If these are decoys, what's the main event? Alien visitors? Secret wars in the sky? What do you think? Truth slipping out or a game of shadows? Drop your take below, because this isn't the end of the rabbit hole. Next, we'll ask, if this is what they're showing us, what's still locked away in the dark? Okay, so the Pentagon's given us these videos, a few minutes of shaky footage and a shrug. But if this is the appetizer, what's the main course? Let's think about it. Those clips? They're unclassified scraps. Meanwhile, whispers from insiders, like Luis Elizondo, hint at vaults stuffed with data. High-res footage, radar logs, maybe even materials they can't explain. Imagine a locked room under the Nevada desert. Shelves groaning with files marked eyes only. What's in there? Crafts tracked for hours, not seconds. Contact no one's ready to admit? Take the whistleblowers. David Fravor, the Tic Tac pilot, says the Navy had longer tapes, stuff we'll never see. Others claim recovered debris, metals that bend, then snap back, defying every lab test. The Pentagon won't touch that. They dodge, saying, "Nothing to see here." But why the silence? If it's just drones or weather tricks, why not prove it? Instead, we get stonewalling, decades of it. Look at the 2021 UFO report. 144 cases, most unexplained, and the good stuff? Classified, hidden behind a wall of black ink. Then there's the timing. Sightings keep climbing. Pilots, civilians, even satellites picking up oddities. Are we on the edge of something they can't control? What if those videos are the tip of an iceberg, distraction or not? And below the surface lies proof that'd rewrite everything. Not saying it's aliens, but what if it's not us? If this is what they're willing to show, what's too big or too strange to let out? The question burns. Are we closer to answers or just pawns in a bigger play? Stick with me to the end. We're wrapping this up next with a look at where this leaves us. So where does this leave us? The Pentagon's UFO videos, Fleur, Gimbal, Go Fast, drop us into a storm of questions. Are they echoes of a 70-year chase? From Blue Book's dead ends to Adam's shadows? Those clips show crafts bending reality. Speed, turns, silence, but why show them now? A confession of ignorance? A distraction from something juicier? And if this is what they're declassifying, what's still buried? Tapes, debris, truths too wild to spill. We've peeled back layers, but the core stays dark. Sightings rise, whistleblowers push, yet the Pentagon holds tight. Are we inching toward revelation or deeper into a maze? Here's the final twist. What if the real story isn't in the skies, but in the secrets they're guarding? You tell me, confession or cover-up? Hit the comments with your take, and if this mystery's got you hooked, smash that subscribe button. Share this with someone who's ready to question everything. The unknown's calling. Will you answer?